Energy company BP says that multiple companies were responsible for the disastrous oil spill from its Gulf of Mexico Deepwater Horizon well in April. Just a short time ago, it released its report into the explosion and spill. And to take us through some of the details, we're joined now from London by our Europe correspondent, Philip Williams. Phil, what are the main points of this report?
Well, the main points are that there are 8 points of major failure, and they include mechanical failure and human failure, from the failure of the cement at the bottom to actually plug the leak, the failure of the blowout preventer to activate, the failure of the crew on the Deepwater Horizon to recognise that the systems were going wrong, and even a very disturbing failure to stop the gas being diverted away from the air conditioning system on the rig. That's what happened, which meant that only a small spark, a cigarette or a lighter, could set the whole thing ablaze. So at every step of the way where the accident should have been prevented, and at every step it could have been, it failed. So a sequence of 8 and, of course, disastrous results with 11 people dead. It's
a classic case, really, with sequences leading to disasters. So who does BP blame? Who's responsible?
Well, this is the $64 billion question, isn't it? They blame partially themselves. I mean, they accept that they have responsibility, but they're also sharing that around because they want Transocean, who owned the rig, to share some of that blame, some of that responsibility, and also Halliburton, who is responsible for the cement. And there's a big question about that cement. They say it was of poor quality. There was a bad cement job. That's what the quote is from the BP report. And they say that the Halliburton still hasn't provided a sample of that cement, and obviously they are pointing the finger at Halliburton, so they're not going to take this rap by themselves. And they said all along, you know, this is not just about BP. There was obviously an annoyance that BP got all the blame, but they're saying this is a series of failures with a series of companies.
Presumably this indicates how BP might intend to fight the inevitable legal cases against it.
Absolutely. I'm quite sure they will try and spread that blame around and say that these other companies were culpable at various different levels. Clearly, they can't escape totally any culpability here, and they're not trying to, but they're definitely trying to say it's not just us, look at them too.
OK, Phil, thanks for that run through the report. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.